Hello again. Certificates of deposit. Certificates of deposit, mostly just called CDs. Everyone says, what's their CD rate today? How much money can I make on a CD? Now, CDs are, for the most part, in the United States, CDs are safe. 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 I have to let you know that they are extremely safe. 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 And did I mention that they were safe? A certificate of deposit in the 1980s had different yields than they do today. I believe they were at least 5 or 6%. Sometimes think that I remember 13%. I'm not sure. I'd have to Google it and reverse it and check it back. But the dividend yields were good, and I knew a banker at the time, a vice president banker, and I said, well, can't you, if you had a 90-day one that gives you 6%, and then you renewed it, you could compound that and get another 6%. She said, oh yeah, that's true, that's true. In the 1980s, the yields were good. Your safety was good. And you could make some decent money in the 1980s on CDs. Today, they're just as safe as they were in the 1980s. The only problem is the yield. The yield. The yield. I Googled best 3-year CD rates. Now, the thing about the CD rates is you tie your money up. Sometimes you can tie it up for a month. No, I take that back. You can't do that anymore. Sometimes you tie it up for a year. Or 18 months, something like that. Usually about a year or two, but the ones I looked at have a 3 year. It's whether it's a year or two. I don't know where you can get a year or two a CD at this point. The ones I'm going to talk about today are 3 years, and they're APYs. I'm going to give you the APY. The Abound Credit Union, ABOUND Credit Union, gives you a whopping 1.25%. You have to hold it 3 years. If you find a dividend producing stock that pays you 3%, you're better off. I don't like bonds that much, but bonds to me are better than CDs at this point. But I'm going to cover CDs because it's safe, safe, safe. Lafayette Federal Credit Union will give you 1.01% on your money. Imagine tying up $10,000 like that. Truestone Financial Credit Union, 1%. Highway Federal Credit Union, 1%. Evansville Teachers Federal Credit Union, 0.95%, not even 1%. Penn Air Federal Credit Union, 0.95%. You have to Google how much the least amount that they'll take you. I didn't bother. I believe it's probably $1,000 or more. I'm not sure. Safety, safety, safety versus yield, yield, yield. The only problem is inflation is likely to eat up your yield. If we have inflation in the next 3 years of over 1%, you lost your money. You pull out less in value than you put in. All you would need is a dividend stock that pays you 3%. And you almost triple. Well, yeah, if you go with Abound Credit Union, they got 1.25% over 3 years. You got a 3% stock, that's 2.25%, 2.75% more. You don't triple your money on that one. But if you get a stock that pays Lafayette, you almost triple your money because it's 1.01%. But you more than triple your money than with Truestone Financial Credit Union. Highway Federal Credit Union, or then you're doing a lot better than Evansville Teachers Federal Credit Union and the Penn Air Federal Credit Union. Your money is extremely safe in CDs, but there's very little yield. The alternative is if you're a Filipino American and you have dual citizenship, convert your money into pesos, put it in the Philippines, and you can get 10% on certain banks in the Philippines. Yeah, I said that right, 10%. Yeah, did I say that you can get 10%? The last time I looked at the Filipino credit unions, they were giving 10% on your money. The only problem is for the United States, you have to convert it into pesos, and the peso can be 50 pesos to the dollar today and 48 pesos to the dollar tomorrow, or vice versa, or it could get all the way up to 38 pesos to the dollar, or could go 60 pesos to the dollar. So because of the variance in the forex, foreign exchange, you have to worry about it. The only other thing is, if you're a Filipino American and have the ability to transfer your money between dollars and pesos, you can make a decent amount of money switching back and forth depending on when you do that. For instance, if you have $100 American and it's 50-to-1 exchange rate now, you buy a whole bunch of pesos and wait till it gets to 30-to-1, and then you can switch it back and have more American money, and then you could do that if you're a Filipino American. It's kind of hard to keep up with the Filipino forex. I don't do it myself. Filipino Americans can make a lot of money doing the forex for themselves, watching it. Yeah, you can do the same thing if you're an American, a non-Filipino American, or just not Filipino, but you have to watch that market really quick. I'm not going to cover forex, but for people who have the ability to invest in CDs in the Philippines, 10%. Like I said, you have to convert it into pesos. But wherever the amount of pesos you put into that bank, a year later you get 10% more. It's a good deal if you know how to do that. There's one bank. Oh man, if you were a teacher in the Philippines, they have a way you can get 20% on your money annually. Seriously, 20%. But I'm not going to deal with the Filipinos. Well, you have to be a teacher, a fireman, a police officer, something like that to get in that particular credit union. So Americans don't apply. But you can get 20% on your money. I think it's a little bit more. You'll double your money in You'll double your money in 5 years, or I think it's paying a little bit better than that. But as far as American CDs, what Americans can get right now, the way that Americans can buy CDs, I just covered it. To me, it's not worth it. To you, I don't know. Maybe you want to lose your money to inflation and tie up your money for 3 years. Very safe as far as the initial money you put in. Find a stock. I find stocks that pay more than 1.25% and definitely 0.95%. To me, it's not worth it. So it's your decision whether you want to tie up your money for 3 years and get less than 2% or not. The choice is yours. I would not put my money in a CD to get 1.25% or 0.95%. To me, it's not worth it. Peace out. Live long and prosper. Have a jolly good day. CDs are really, 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 really safe and pay really, 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 really poorly. God bless America.